Going to check out the weather with meteorologist Natalie Fari. So our rain chances are lower, but I'm really paying attention to that heat that we will be seeing in a few days.
We all have our eye on the 7-day forecast. It will be another warm one, some isolated rain chances, but it's going to be to the point where you're actually going to want some rain-cooled showers to make their way through it. Those chances will yo-yo as we go through the next couple of days, but what we are going to notice are those lowering rain chances. You know, the past couple of afternoons and evenings, we've had scattered rain, heavy downpours. In some spots, we're actually falling in very isolated areas dealing with that heavy rainfall. That will be a little more sporadic and a little more isolated moving forward. But this is the radar right now, quieting things down. You know, east of I-75 in our inland spots between eastern Manatee, even Hardee County right now, very isolated spot showers trying to pop up. But for the most part, a lot of us are looking for a very dry and eventually mostly clear night ahead. That's a live view of downtown from our Armature Works weather camera. All right, we didn't get as much rain-cooled air in the atmosphere, so that did not help to drop down those temperatures earlier tonight. That's why we're still at 84 right now in Tampa, which actually feels more like 90 degrees at 11 o'clock at night, thanks to some of that humidity. But some spots, especially through our northern counties and even inland, did see some rain-cooled air, and that's why you're already in those mid to upper 70s right now. The immediate bay from Tampa to St. Pete, a warm 84, 85 degrees respectively. So over the next couple of hours, here's what we're going to expect. Those clouds really will gradually clear, leading to a very sunny, very beautiful start to our Thursday morning, but that will lead to some pretty rapid warming up. So we'll go from the 70s to those lower to mid 90s real quick tomorrow afternoon. Just to give you some perspective, normal for this time of year should be around 91 degrees, and I'm really not seeing a temperature like that in the next 7 days. For our boaters, we'll keep winds out of the southeast, 10 to 15 knots. We'll drop that out of the south about 5 to 10 knots by later in the afternoon. 2 to 3 foot seas for our Thursday and a moderate chop out on the bay. So here's how your expected rainfall is going to look like. Notice how it's not as widespread across central Florida as what we've seen the past couple of evenings. A little yo-yo right around a 20 to 30% chance each and every afternoon and early evening. And let's walk you through how that will likely look like on the radar. Again, mostly quiet overnight, a 20% chance we may get a few passing isolated sprinkles here or there, but really tomorrow morning will be nice and clear for you. I think around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we could see some spotty activity try to bubble up. But notice how coverage is not very impressive through the afternoon and evening. I think it's going to be one of the drier days overhead as some drier air does try to cut through. Same for Friday, maybe bumping that up to about a 30% chance for some late afternoon, early evening showers and storms. And that will continue even into your Saturday. And here's why. For the first half of the week, we've had abundant moisture overhead. That gives us a lot of moisture in the atmosphere to work with, to heat up and create those widespread showers and storms. But tomorrow, through parts of your Friday, we'll see a little drier air cut through. A lot of that actually has to do with some Saharan dust that is scooting across the Atlantic and pushing into the Sunshine State. It briefly gets interrupted on Saturday, a little more moisture along the coastline, but then another swath moves through Sunday going into Monday, and that is why we're going to keep those isolated low rain chances in the mix. Anytime we have Saharan dust in the Atlantic, that actually suppresses tropical development. So that's also some good news in our back pocket, but drier air heats up quicker, and that means a lot of warmth, mid 90s going into the weekend.